So it's quite cloudy today, again with the chemtrails. So their strategy right now here in California is they would spray, instead of spraying like thin trails all over, they would spray one big thick one, and that thing will spread out. Okay, it will, throughout the day, it will spread out by itself, And I'm making this video for Dell Bridge, okay? Dell Bridge, one of my subscribers, 27 years old, according to his comment, and he was asking me if being raised by a single mother, okay, by a domineering mother, an absent father or non-existent father, or a distant father, may lead to homosexuality. Well, I would say, there are some cases, but not 100% true, okay? It's not 100% true 100% of the time. I would say, very random, okay? You can't really put a number to it. You can't really put a percent to it, because it is still up to you, okay? It's still up to you, the one who is raised by a single mother. Okay, let me explain this, okay? Let me give you a little bit of background about me, right? I grew up in the Philippines. I was adopted from the very beginning. When I was born, okay, I was adopted by 5 toxic narcissistic women, okay? It's a freaking NPC right there. It didn't freaking stop. Motherfuckers saw me, just because there isn't any freaking stop sign right there. You see how they interrupt? When the truth is coming out of my mouth, they interrupt. These demons interrupt. And I told you before, 2020 is also like 2020 vision, just like Left Side of the Brain says, Left Side of the Brain channel says, they just come out, okay? These demons come out. So, but I never lost my train of thought. So, what I'm saying, okay, is I was raised by 5 narcissistic women. I had no father figure in my life, okay? They do have their brothers, these 5 narcissistic women who raised me, who abused me when I was a kid, okay? Physical, mental, okay, psychological. And there was really no father figure, so I have to freaking, simple stuff like your dad teaches you, you know what I'm saying? Like freaking as simple as cooking, as simple as freaking, hunting and all kinds of shit, okay? Sharpening a knife, like very simple things. I have to learn myself, okay? I have to learn all this shit myself because I have no freaking parents. You see what I'm saying? So you have an advantage over me if you have parents. But the thing is, I snapped out of it. Okay, I snapped out of the thing, the conditioning, their freaking blue pill simp, agent simp conditioning, and I became enlightened. I was able to freaking reverse engineer this society, this whole freaking world, this whole civilization, okay, this civilization, no matter where you live in the world, whether in Asia, Europe, America, China, wherever, okay, Middle East, it doesn't really matter. It's freaking the same. The freaking government is, they're almost freaking carbon copies of each other. They're trying to manipulate the people. They're trying to make you believe in this COVID-19 coronavirus. This fake ass freaking virus shit that doesn't even exist. And they're scaring the hell up out of you, making you paralyzed, freaking locking you up, and even putting a mask on your face so you couldn't speak, okay? You couldn't speak. YouTube is deleting the videos of people who are speaking the truth. So you see what I'm saying? It's all about control. It's all about controlling the man. It has always been the agenda in the beginning. Even if you look in the Bible, okay? Even if you read the Tower of Babel, which is the Bible, okay? The Bible divided people, okay? Divided you into freaking religions, okay? The Protestant doesn't want anything to do with the Catholic, vice versa. The Mormons doesn't want anything to do with the Protestants, okay? Vice versa. So you see what I'm saying? And there's other freaking, the Seventh-day Baptist, Seventh-day, Presbyterian, it's all kinds of shit. And they segmented us, they freaking broken us into these stupid ass freaking tribal mentality groups. And they had us actually hate each other. You see what I'm saying? And based on this motherfucking book and shit. based on freaking iterations, like versions of a freaking stupid ass book, and you still believe in that shit. Okay, you still believe in that divide and conquer shit, that fucking duality shit, the trick of the devil, the trick of Satan, real Satan, the Old Testament Satan, Yahweh El Baal. Okay, that is the real Satan. They have you fooled and shit. You know, these motherfuckers have you fooled and shit. Die for your sins, be like Jesus, die for your sins. Oh, be a nice guy. Oh, what do you hear women say today? What do you hear toxic women say today? Oh, be a nice guy. Oh, be a nice guy. Be like Jesus. Oh, sacrifice. Oh, be like Jesus. Be a gentleman. Oh, be a gentleman. And then when some of y'all become gay, fucking, they treat you like shit. They'll be like, oh, stay away from me. Oh, I don't like LGBT. Oh. I heard straight women say that shit before. Okay, so don't bullshit me. Is that what I'm saying? So that's what it is. You know, it's a bunch of sheeple refusing to see what is true. Okay, that's what they even say. Have you ever heard them say, like, you know, oh, the truth hurts. Oh, the truth hurts. Why would the truth hurt if you're a motherfucking fake evil motherfucker? Okay, the truth is gonna hurt. Okay, the truth doesn't hurt me. I get elated. I get fucking happy with the truth. That's why I made this freaking channel. You see what I'm saying? So I switched toward this theme again because, you know, they locked up the travel. Have you ever noticed the freaking this COVID thing? The first thing McDonald Trump did was lock up travel. Lock up travel. He put you on freaking lockdown. Okay, the governors put you on lockdown, and then he freaking the second thing that happened. First thing that happened, the governors locked you down, okay, and then McDonald Trump, even he locked you down, and the second thing was he locked down travel. He doesn't want you to leave, okay. Incoming and outgoing flights, he locked down. So that's why I was kind of pissed in the beginning. So you see what I'm saying? So, but in all these things, is like, you know, me growing up with, you know, no parents and shit like that. Like, how come I didn't turn gay and shit? Okay, I would easily be the one who would have turned gay because I was raised by 5 women. You see what I'm saying? I never grew up with mommy and daddy. I never had a fucking mom and dad and shit. Okay, I'm adopted. You see what I'm saying? I don't even look anything like them. You know, they don't talk like this. They never fucking question the narrative of this COVID-19 coronavirus. They never question the shit. Okay. They just accept anything that Fox News, that CNN, that freaking Gavin Newsom tells them to do. Okay? If Gavin Newsom tells you, oh, you gotta wear tongue is gonna prevent the virus from spreading. Re-elect me as your governor, Gavin Newsom. These motherfuckers, these freaking evil insectoid beings from the time of the Great Falling Away, they will do it. Okay? They will freaking wear a tongue. Okay, I told you about the yoga pants before. These people are regurgitators. They are really mindless idiots. Okay, they're just conformist. Okay, they're conformist. They don't have a brain. You know, they do seem to have a, you know, something that resembles a brain, but they cannot think for themselves. They believe in magic. They believe in stupid shit. You know, they believe in freaking things that don't have any evidence. That's why I told you before, be a skeptic, okay? Be a skeptic to the skeptic. Question everything. Whatever happened to, you know, healthy skepticism? Skepticism is the hallmark of science. You are not supposed to believe. You are supposed to discover and see with transparency, okay? With objectivity, with no feelings, with no emotions. You're supposed to take out all biases and see the truth for what it's, see the result of your experiments. You see what I'm saying? So that's what it is. And the main reason why I was able to snap out of the freaking simp conditioning was this, okay? Right after high school, I decided to freaking join the military. Okay, joined the military, boom, I freaking left, you know, early age, and I used the military as a surrogate. I treated it as a surrogate father to myself, and, you know, I'm the actually it turned me into the most masculine version of myself. In my 20s, freaking man, I did freaking party all that, all kinds of go clubbing and get with girls, all kinds of girls and shit like that. But you know, I took it an even a higher level than that. Then I realized that this freaking thing, this freaking MGTOW shit was real. You know what I'm saying? It's this freaking nobody was born married. Okay, that I can stay single and live efficiently, and then retire early. And what am I doing now? I'm trying to leave United States because I'm already financially stable. So you see, how many of y'all freaking viewers can actually say that? You know what? I'm leaving America right now, and I'm just gonna live outside. Just go live in the Philippines for the rest of my life. Boom. I'll never work for the rest of my life. I'm just gonna freaking chill. How many of y'all can do that? You can't because you haven't studied the system like I did. Okay, I studied the system from day one. They thought I was going in the military just to be a freaking dumbass and shit. Okay, just to be a freaking stupid ass, motherfucker. Just because I was even they even called me nerd in high school. They're like, oh, this guy's a nerd. Oh, this guy's a nerd. This guy's quiet. Oh, they don't know that I was thinking like a KGB agent, like thinking like freaking Vladimir Putin. I know exactly what I'm doing, but they think I'm just a stupid idiot. And now, whenever I present evidence, okay, to all the people that are challenging me, like on the existence of this stupid CV virus shit, okay, whenever I present evidence, they got their jaw dropped and shit, okay. So you see what I'm saying? That was the main reason why Dell Bridge, I was able to get out. I put some discipline in my life. That's the main thing. I used the military as discipline. I used it as a father figure in my life. I put 100% of myself right there. You see that stupid ass freaking
We lost COVID-19 coronavirus.
trying to freaking scare people in a blue pill simp state, like California. This is California right here. Bunch of stupid freaking sheeple out here, man. Being scared of a stupid freaking virus that don't exist. See, people are not even wearing. Some of them are not even wearing it and shit. And there is a mandated, mask rule out here that freaking Gavin Newsom just recently put out. But I don't want to stretch out this video too much. But that's my message to you. And it's like, when it comes to homosexuality, okay, they never found. Okay, I'm a STEM major. Okay, I'm a biotechnology major, so I know this shit. Okay, I know genes and stuff like that. I studied genetics. It's one of the courses that I had to take. Okay, to major in biotechnology, you need to take genetics. So they never found. Okay, despite all the millions and possibly even billions of taxpayer money that the U.S. government spent on finding the gay gene during the Obama era, they never found anything, despite the freaking 23andMe ancestry. Okay, they never found any gay genes. Okay, they just what they found was just oh, maybe it's the hormones, maybe the baby is exposed to estrogen in a young age. They just made that shit up, bro. They just made that shit up. Okay, because think about this. Okay, think back. Use your intuition for a moment. Think back in your childhood when you were 5 or 6 years old, or even 8 or 10 years old, okay? How many of your playground buddies was actually gay, okay? Unless somebody told that kid that, oh, you're gay. From one of these liberal parents and shit. That kid is not gonna tell you he's gay and shit. The only thing I observed, okay, when I was a kid was male and female, boys and girls, okay, boys and girls. So it's the same thing. You watch the kids play around in the playground right now today in 2020. Okay, you're not gonna see somebody. You're not gonna see one of those kids like, oh, I'm gay. Oh, I'm gay. Nah, the gay shit happens when unfortunately, they see the Hollywood media influence, the social media influence on the internet, on the TV, when they are a teenager or a preteen or something, and they think it's cool, it's cool to be like that, And then all of a sudden you start seeing them wearing pink, you know, being soft, being emasculated and shit. But little do they know they are being manipulated by the powers that should not be. Okay. The last thing you would want in a disintegrating society such as what we have right now in the States is to be emasculated. Okay. But if shit hits the fan out here, shit hits the fan, and the powers that shouldn't be decide to freaking send the freaking FEMA army out here, fucking mass vaccinate everybody, okay? Put everybody on lockdown. But that vaccine happens to have the freaking RFID, and you know. And if you're already seeing people dropping like flies from the stupid vaccine, then are you gonna be emasculated? So you know what I'm saying? Are you gonna freaking act gay and shit? You know what I'm saying? So that's like the last thing you would want to do, you know? So this whole thing, man, I'm telling you, nobody is safe right now in America. America is actually more dangerous right now than the Middle East. You see what I'm saying? I mean, didn't you see all the freaking mosque? They were like locked down, and freaking there's no roadside bombs at all. There's no freaking shooting or nothing. Nobody's dying and shit, man, in the freaking Middle East. The freaking ISIS is gone, bro. Like, where the hell did it go? You see what I'm saying? All I see here is a bunch of sheep waiting to be slaughtered, bro. Freaking California and shit. Remember, Bill Gates said 10 billion happy. He was serious about that, you know, 10 billion happy. So, you know, I was once 27 years old, okay? When I was 27 years old, you know what I was doing? I was already financially stable, okay? And the reason why I stayed longer is because, you know, because of my service, okay? Because of my military service. My last duty station happened to be California, okay? And then after that, one of my aunts caught cancer. So I had to take her to get chemotherapy. She doesn't have any, you know, she never got married, she never had kids. So, you know, out of the goodness of my own heart, see, this is another thing. Like, if I'm a bad person, like some of them are freaking saying that I'm a fucking bad person and shit. This motherfucker's called me a sociopath in private, bro. Like her fucking sisters and shit, bro, and her brother. Okay, while I'm fucking helping her take her to the fucking chemotherapy. Like, would a sociopath do that shit? So you see what I'm saying? So now you're seeing how toxic this family is. I'm helping them save her fucking life by giving her free rides to the motherfucking hospital, okay? And I'm still the fucking bad guy. I'm still the fucking black sheep of the family. You see what I'm saying? Like, why are you treating me like shit when I'm trying to fucking save your life? It doesn't make any sense, doesn't it? Because it fucking doesn't, man. So if I had bad intentions, okay, I would have drove her off the fucking cliff. If I was fucking sociopath, I would have freaking eliminated him. Or I would have eliminated all of them. I was a fucking soldier, for God's sakes. I was fucking combat soldier. You see what I'm saying? I could easily get a gun out here, freaking pop one on each of their fucking head, and they would have been eliminated. But I don't do it. Why? Because I'm sane, okay? I'm normal. You see what I'm saying? They're accusing me of shit. They're calling me names it's not even true. So I had to have this hurdle, you know, on my head when I was 27 years old. Okay? A lot of things happened when I was 27 years old, and the reason why, you know, I'm stretching this out because that kind of sparked my memory, you know, what happened, you know, when I was 27. Right now I'm in my mid 30s, you know. No kids, no wife, no problems in life, okay? I can just like easily leave this freaking disintegrating state in California and just go to the Philippines and, you know, live the rest of my life, freaking retire early. You see what I'm saying? You should watch the one of my videos. I should put it under this link. It's quite a long video, like 3 hours or something like that. Guy's kind of like mumbling, but he himself woke up to this. He freaking, like I did, he snapped out of it. It's like, you know, he was a federal police officer. He deployed to Afghanistan, you know. He's not a veteran, but he's just like a law enforcement freaking guy. He's like freaking cop and with the feds and shit. And then he he was in charge of the drug cartel up there and shit, you know. So he got back and he was like, you know, his wife divorced him and shit. His channel is called Overstay Road, and he says, you know what, I'm not gonna freaking live this freaking police state no more. He says he noticed that everything is getting stricter and stricter. Like he couldn't do what he wanted to do before. And this guy lived in Texas. Okay, Texas is supposed to be a freaking one of those free states, like freaking laid back states, but slowly starting to become like California and shit, becoming more fucking stricter and more emasculated and shit. You know, pushing this agenda, this emasculation agenda on all of us. Okay, so he snapped out of it and just went to the Philippines and just like got married right there. I mean, I'm not saying you should do that, but what I'm saying is, the sooner you snap out of this, the sooner you snap out of the conditioning, the blue pill simp agent conditioning, the blue pill agent simp conditioning, the sooner you can start retiring early. Okay, so now that you know that you heard my story and you heard another guy's story, freaking what's his name, Mark Blacard's story. I'm gonna link that video under this so you can watch it yourself. He drops like really good gems right there, really good wisdom right there. Because he says, I got a friend who's like 65 years old, and then he was like, we're going to the club together, and then boom, all of a sudden, he's like, the 65 years old is talking about like, oh, should I stay in California still? The 65-year-old happened to be from California, and he was like, oh, should I stay here or should I just go to the Philippines? And because it's low cost of living in the Philippines, I can just like, I'm already getting paid like fucking pension or some shit. So it's like, why don't you freaking go already? Freaking. So he's like, what he did was the 65-year-old, he moved in to the Philippines and, they were hanging out in a bar and shit. And they were having fun. The 65-year-old got a Filipino girlfriend or some shit. And then they were hanging out one time and then he left to get something in his house. He says, I'll be back. And then by the time he got back, the fucking 65-year-old is dead, bro. He's fucking dead. So he says, you know what I'm saying? Is like, he says he experienced that so many times that it really snapped him out of it. The fucking agent simp conditioning, this brainwashing that, society have us believe that we should be like Jesus. That is the ultimate thing, man. This is fucking ultimate brainwashing. Is like, oh, be like Jesus, be a nice guy, be emasculated, fucking sacrifice yourself for others, fucking other people's sins and shit. And didn't you realize? Did you notice yourself like being like that? Like fucking, you're trying to fight bullies and shit. You're trying to fucking save other people and shit like that. When you were young, only to get taken advantage of and shit. I sure freaking experienced that shit. Most important thing to remember is don't feel bad to be selfish. Don't feel bad to do good things for yourself. If you accomplish something, be proud of it, because nobody else is gonna be proud of it, man. These motherfuckers are gonna be jealous. These demons out here, these NPCs, these non-player characters are gonna be jealous of you. Dude, when I was 27 years old, I started going to college and I believe I was like on my way out. I think I was transitioning out of the military or something. I was on my way out. I was finishing my time, things like this, So, I mean, if I was able to conquer that kind of a freaking lifestyle and be able to finish my time in the military using my instincts, okay, not just like raw freaking. Oh, gotta do this, gotta logic this, logic that. Logic this, logic that. Rationale to this, rationale to that. I mean, when it comes to the military, like warfare, you really have to, use your instincts too. Because if that thing is not cultivated, man, the split-second decisions is gonna, is gonna be the difference between living or dying. So I learned a lot. I learned the freaking the ultimate father figure to me is the freaking military, is the freaking deployments and shit. It's really snapped me out of it and shit, And I experienced a lot. Freaking, I've seen racism, okay? Blacks against whites, whites against blacks. I've experienced freaking divorce and shit, like freaking people, grown ass people, 45 years and over, crying like a little bitch because their fucking wife decided to divorce them once they got back from the deployment. because the wifey found out from her friends that she can get money from her husband plus alimony plus government assistance. Okay, and this was in a red state too. This was in Oklahoma. Okay, many of them got divorced. The wife divorced their husbands once they found out that this husband has money from the deployment. Okay, so she got the kid. Boom, she left. She fucking divorced this dude. You know, many of them. It's like something like 65%. No, 68% of us in my unit got divorced. I was smart because I wasn't married. I didn't get married. You see what I'm saying? So, man, if I were you, I would just like focus on myself. Don't be because this thing is like when women raise you. Okay, I know this for a fact because I was raised by women, 5 adult women to be exact. They have a tendency to fucking make you work, more for them, and they give you this guilt. Okay, it's like every time you accomplish something, they give you a guilt. Like, oh, you got to share this, you got to share this. It's like they're fucking naturally communistic, naturally freaking socialistic. Like, oh, you got to share what you have. Bullshit. I ain't gonna share what I have. I fucking work for this shit. Okay, I busted my ass for this shit, and now you want me to fucking distribute my fucking wealth to everybody? Like, who the fuck are they to fucking deserve what I fucking work hard for? You see what I'm saying? It happens a lot whenever I go to the Philippines and shit. Okay, when I was still living with them, when I fucking visit them and shit in the Philippines, like my toxic aunts, like, even just like 5 years ago, some shit, 5 or 6 years ago, they say some shit like, oh, why don't you fucking treat the neighbors, like blah blah blah, go to a fucking restaurant, like blah. They want me to fucking treat all of them into a fucking somewhere in the mall or some shit, like fucking. I'm like, nah, man. You gonna do you, I'm gonna do me. You see what I'm saying? That's why I got a lot of enemies, but I don't give a shit. Freaking, you wanna be my enemy? Hey, I don't need them in my life. Like, how the hell, like, why? This is why I said in my other video, like, why do you keep caring about people who don't give a shit about you? You're just setting yourself up to be fucking, a victim and shit. Even if it's a blood family, once they start treating you like shit, like, why would you do that yourself? Because in the beginning you're gonna be like, oh, it's my blood relative, it's my brother, my sister, my mom, my dad, my uncle, my aunt, my auntie or some shit, my cousin. I can't do that because it's my blood. But they're treating me like shit. You see what I'm saying? So you have been trained not to stand up for yourself. Okay, so that's what it is. That's one of the societal conditioning, freaking Agent Simp conditioning. But what I'm telling you is, you need to stand up for yourself, and because nobody else is gonna stand up for you. And once you become an adult, and once you hit your 30s, you start to, all these things are gonna begin to clarify. And man, I snapped out of it like too many times. Even right now, I'm snapping out of it, man. Freaking, there's a lot of things that happened to me that that changed me, into this person I am right now. And had I not changed, had I not adapted, had I not fought back, now I would have been freaking dead right now. I would have been freaking jailed or freaking depressed, freaking ended up in a freaking lunatic house right now, or freaking crazy house right now. You see what I'm saying? So that's what it is. It's like, don't let them bamboozle you on this shit, and don't believe that thing, man. It's because psychology is just one of these things that it's just something that it's not always 100% true. That's always 100% correct or some shit. Because man, because if somebody's gay, you're gonna notice it, right? If you hear me speak in the videos, like, you can notice that I'm not, I'm definitely not and shit. Especially if you go to my Ben Travels channel, you're gonna see my videos right there. So and I keep getting deleted simply because I'm speaking, some truth and shit. I'm not even freaking blowing it up like 100% like I did before. I ease it up. Actually, I made it lighter. So some of my videos will stay online and I can help people out, So that's it for this video. Peace out.